The only thing that can stop me is death, and even then, my music will live on forever. Can anybody tell me who made these bold statements and predicted the future with its truth? No? Let me bless you with information on one of the best to ever do it. Tupac Amar Shakur. First, we'll take a glimpse into Tupac's early life. Second, the success and accomplishments still going on today. And third, the loss of life, but yet legacy left behind to echo through speakers nationwide. Let me get you up to beat on when this legend was born. Shine light on his upbringing from the East Coast streets to the California love he experienced early on in life, and his talents that started as early as high school. Aleek Banks writes on June 16th, 1971, Afeni gave birth to a son, Lisanne Parrish Crooks, in East Harlem. When he was 1 year old, she renamed him Tupac Amar Shakur. Tupac expressed in his music the absence of his father, but wrote the three-time platinum song Dear Mama, where he paints the picture of poverty growing up and his mom's battle with crack cocaine, yet giving her praise, referring to her as the Black Queen. Best said in his own words from Tupac legacy, though East Coast born, I'm West Coast raised. Born in East Harlem, New York City, 1971, Baltimore for his early school days, closer to the West Coast in Marine City, California, and even touching down in our own San Fernando Valley in 1991 and throughout Los Angeles up to 1996. Though forced to move a lot, I quote him, I love my childhood, and even though it was bad, I love it. I feel like it's taught me so much. Nothing can faze me. Nothing in the world can surprise me. It might set me back, but only momentarily can set me back. A great attitude to have towards life, if you ask me. Growing up, the early signs of greatness were there. He transferred to the Baltimore School of Arts in the 10th grade, where he studied acting, poetry, jazz, and even ballet. He performed in Shakespeare plays depicting the timeless themes and as the Mouse King in the Nutcracker Ballet. Only scratching the surface of this talented artist's beginnings, we'll now look at the many pinnacles of success Tupac reached in his short lifespan. With only a 5 year music recording career, 75 million records were sold, appearances on the big screen, and making the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I can only imagine what these numbers would have been like if his life was not cut short. On April 7, 2017, Tupac was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Alan Light of the Rock Hall. Tonight, his enormous impact on the global culture is being recognized as he becomes the first solo rapper ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not only millions of records sold worldwide, but his talents taken to the big screen. Complex Magazine, September 13th, 2016. There is certainly enough material on which to judge the music career of Tupac Amaru Shakur. The same cannot be said about his career as an actor. However, even though three movies he starred in were released 3 years after he passed away 20 years ago today. Not only in Baltimore did he take the stage, but also at the Apollo at the age of 12. It's clear we'll never know if Tupac reached his full potential as an actor, but starring in at least 16 movies, it was a great start. Los Angeles' own radio celebrity Big Boy was the MC at the honoring of the 2,758th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, June 7th, 2023, on Hollywood Boulevard. Tupac Shakur was a rapper, actor, activist, poet, and revolutionary. This iconic artist has continued to be part of the zeitgeist for decades after his passing and will continue to be an important cultural figure for many years to come. Anna Martinez of Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Some great accomplishments from an iconic individual. Sadly, some he wasn't alive to accept. We'll look now at the tragic death, also the legacy left behind. Unfortunately, Tupac's life was cut short. Let's take a look at where and when we lost one of hip hop's pioneers, his last words, and the Tupac we remember today. East Flamingo Road and Colville Lane at a red light, September 7th, 1996 at 11:15 p.m. 4 of 14 shots fired hit Mr. Shakur, pronounced dead 6 days later at the University Medical Center. CNN's Ryan Reed, Friday, May 23rd, reveals Tupac's final words. He looked at me and he took a breath to get the words out. And he opened his mouth, says Chris Carroll, a retired sergeant of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And then the words came out. Fuck you. The thug life Tupac lived at its finest. 20 years later, a celebrated figure all around the world, Tupac's legacy lives on as one of the most impacting and important figures in music we've seen in the last 25 plus years. We learned when a legend was born and some of the journey he took from the east to the west coast, the many accomplishments while here and some afterlife, and sadly, when and where and how he was taken too soon. Yet his legacy strives years later. While easy to inform you on how truly talented Mr. Shakur was, I'll leave you with this quote. No matter what these people say about me, my music does not glorify any image. My music is spiritual. When you listen to it, it's all about emotion. I tell my innermost, darkest secrets. The outspoken Tupac Shakur.